They raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gondon, Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. No gain on the play.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On play action, Rattler. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Strong start by this defense. Third and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and 3rd pick in the 2018 draft.
And I know that last year in 2024, New York Jets fans were watching him and saying, that's the guy we thought we were going to get. But he found his groove in Minnesota, finished in the top 5 in passing yards and touchdowns last year. Now in Seattle, ready to prove that last season was no fluke.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Darnold a sneak. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Back to throw, Darnold. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Nifty move. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them. But they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
That puts them in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ballgame. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Olave motioning to the left. To the air is Rattler. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, Rattler. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Darnold. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Darnold. Out right to Smith and Jigba. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
In motion, the tight end. Darnold. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Devon Godshaw getting in there and dropping it. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Darnold. Smith and Jigba with the grab. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Darnold now to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
It's 4th down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. $10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. Looking to put a drive together. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Off of play action, Darnold. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Darnold, he can beat you in a number of ways, and they're the scramble for the first.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now Darnold. This one goes underneath to Walker. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
In motion goes the tight end. To throw is Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the 26-yard line.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back to Walker on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Darnold from the gun. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Sam Darnold, an 80-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. Now Rattler. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing is Rattler. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Play action, now Rattler. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. No offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
2 yards.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Running right, here's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
steps away to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's good.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from